Hello. Howdy, hi, welcome. Come on in, welcome back to the world's worst ASMR channel. I'll never be good enough at whispering. Hello, welcome, howdy. So yeah, I'm going to whisper advice to you so that you all can get good advice in your squishy little brains. Don't be afraid to ask for advice on things. Oh no. That's how all the ASMRers do it, don't they? They cough. But I'm gonna whisper advice to you because it's funnier if I'm whispering. So don't be afraid to ask if you need advice on anything. I got this idea looking at Twitter, and not like I saw someone else doing this, but I got this idea from seeing other people like other influencers or content creators or whatever tweeting, and they would give like their flamin' hot advice. And I had the idea to basically do that. So some of the advice I give will be good, and some of it will be something you could tweet, that's for damn sure. Let's start off with, here's a piece of advice. Do you need to poop? Don't leave the house. Unless you must leave the house, stay inside. If you need to poop, don't go to the store. Poop at home. Just do it. And if you do poop outside at an establishment, and if you clog the toilet, fix it. You do it. You plunge that toilet. Do not wait for an employee to find your nightmare toilet. But I must reiterate the initial part. Stay home if you need to poop. And I think that's one we can all agree on. You're struggling on making a hand somewhat symmetrical for a drawing? How do you mean? Hands are not symmetrical. Or do you mean like both hands? Just copy and paste. You live in the 21st century. Copy and paste the hand. Flip it. Are you drawing on paper? Well, then just don't. Don't draw on paper and you'll be fine. Get a computer, forehead. Now's a great time to ask this and get someone's take on it. Do girls find hair on guys attractive? That depends on the person. That's like asking you, do you like long hair or short hair? Do men like long hair or short hair on a lady? That's up to the person. I'm gonna say dealer's choice. If you like trimming your leg hair, then do it. And if you don't, then don't. And if you meet the girl of your dreams and she's like, I wish you would stop shaving your leg hair, then go, okay, and stop. But until you find her, just do whatever the fuck you want. I'm struggling with my stability when drawing digitally, and also just drawing digitally in general. You can stabilize your pen in your settings. So if you've got a shaky hand, raise the stability on your pen settings, and you'll be a-okay. Here's another one I got. If you fail, just give up. Just stop. You already failed. You fucked up. Just move on. Try again. Only if you want to fail again. Just give up. For at least 6 months. Here's another piece of advice for you. Are you nervous as a content creator that if you take a break, people will stop watching your content? If so, you're not good enough. If you must constantly upload to retain your audience, then you're not good enough to keep your audience. H Bomber Guy uploads 1 video a year, and he gets millions. He doesn't need to worry about that. And you do? It means you're not good enough. So stop. Just take a break. You're not good enough anyway. Go get a job. Another job, a company job. So then you can chill out. Twiins ASMR degrading us. Truly. It's what I am the best at. I got a question. Okay, so I kind of suck at whispering. So I'm going to try something and you all tell me if this is what the ASMR kids are into. Okay, so if I just talk over here, how does that sound? Is this what you all want? Do you want distant? Just distant at a normal volume? Is that better than me whispering shittily? I don't know. I don't like ASMR. And I think it's funny every time I do an ASMR stream because people definitely check in expecting something normal or sexy. Actually, a lot better? Yeah, I bet. I really am not good at whispering. It's great, but it's not ASMR. I will say, being at a distance makes anything funny. That's another tip. Do you want to be funny? Walk away. Leave. That's the funniest thing you can do. When you whisper, you sound like Mickey Mouse with a sore throat. Hey, thanks for the unnecessary insult, Black Swordsman. I can always expect that from you. Here's another piece of advice. Don't go to college. And just don't do it. Every person I know who dropped out of high school or college is more successful than me. So just fuck it. Leave college, go to a location, become a manager when you're 22. Be successful, have money, get bitches, drink Gatorade. You can ask for advice. I am also offering it unsolicited. Try talking with just your breath. Yeah, but that sounds like nightmarish. Just my breath. This is like some Sadako-ass ring shit. Like this is scary. This is what you hear right before you get murdered in like a Japanese horror. So I think I'll just keep rolling with my low Mickey Mouse voice. Testing me with that college advice. I will say it is true. I will also say I do really value everything I learned at college. 7 days, exactly. I value everything I learned in college. I do not value having so much student debt. Hello, I am want manager this store, exactly. Oh, I can death rattle pretty well. Is that good ASMR? Hang on. Uh, is that what people fucking like? I just don't know. Who would listen to this? That's what I think really tickles me the most. Is that the idea of someone, because I just do this for shits and giggles. and the idea of someone actually just like being like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna try to sleep to this. I thought you were gonna pull out a Morocco or something when you said death rattle. Oh, no, no, no. Like, you know, like how, don't, like dead people do that. That's the thing that makes The Grudge the scariest, is that scary noise she does. Twins, how do I impress this girl I like who lives near me? She may or may not already be my wife. I was gonna ask, I'm like, Messiah, ain't you got a wife and like 14 children? She may or may not be my wife, but I still want to impress her. There are two options. Option 1, obtain a loud vehicle and rev your engine loudly. Because while I've never been impressed with someone like that, the way the boys do it sure does make it seem like they think people are impressed with them when they obnoxiously disturb the peace. So that's one option. Second option, go knocking on her door and ask her if she knows any place you could buy a binder for your extensive Pokemon card collection. With you, you must bring a shoebox full of some of your most impressive Pokemon cards, and she will be impressed. Oh my. Oh, I don't know. You might be able to get some at the nearby, like, Walmart, but I might have a binder. Do you want to come inside and show me your Pokemon card collection? Win. Profit. Actually, the volume at right now is what pitch I've heard most ASMR people do. You were louder before, but now you're super quiet. Do you want me to get louder again? Should I get closer to the mic? Is that what you want? How do you learn to understand the concept of love and romance? I don't understand the question. How do you not understand the concept of love and romance? Love is if they make you smile. Romance is, do they make your heart beat fast? That's all it is. They don't have to go together, but they can. They are separate, much like peanut butter and jelly, but they go great together. If you ask me. Not asking for advice, but have you seen the American remake or OG Japanese version of The Grudge? No? I am notoriously frightened easily by things. I scare very easily, and the thing that scares me the most above all other things is Japanese horror, because that shit will attack you in the middle of the day. You are not safe in the light, and that's also a piece of advice for you all. Just because it's bright outside, that does not mean you're safe. You're still in danger. You should be worried. Why aren't you more worried? But no, The Grudge would fucking... I couldn't. Not for me. I've got another piece of advice for you. Wake up. Now is the time. You've been asleep for so long. Wake up. We miss you. Wake up. Hopefully that worked. minutes, please. Allison's home. Allison has returned. Wahoo. I'm gonna call out to her, and I'm gonna angle away from the mic so I don't yell at you. Howdy, welcome. Her headphones are probably in, so she most likely... She did not hear me. The dawn is your enemy. Ah, you're finally awake, exactly. Wasn't there a scene in the Brothers Grimm movie where the kid still got attacked in broad daylight surrounded by people? Yeah, holy fucking shit, that Brothers Grimm movie? Let's all take a second. The advice is on pause for me to talk about that Brothers Grimm movie. So that movie was fucking scary. For me, I saw it when I was too young. It fucked me up. And there were two things about it specifically that really fucked me up. The first one was, I think, the scene you're talking about. One of the little girls, because girls were getting attacked in town, and one of the little girls, like a bird, like a raven, falls into the well. And she's like, oh no, and she pulls the raven out of the well, and it's covered in mud, and then, surprise, the raven attacks, and it flaps its wings and covers her face in mud, and then when she wipes the mud off her face, her orifices, so her eyelids and her mouth, have been, like, sewn shut, like they've been closed. There's just skin over them, so she couldn't open her eyes, she couldn't open her mouth, and the concept of that fucked me up so fucking bad. Holy fucking shit. Oh my lord. Oh my dick. Oh my. So that fucked me up. And then the second thing, there was another little girl who got attacked, because again, the girls were getting attacked, because it's the Brothers Grimm, and there was like a horse, a spider horse. It like shot a web at her and swallowed her, and that was fucking bananas. So I never finished that movie. I think I'd like to see it again now as an adult. I think I'd handle it better, but hot damn. Oh shit, and that bird mud scene really fucked me up. Oh, so what I said was, oh, dick, in relation to, that was like, oh my lord, oh my dick. I'm talking about a scary movie. And eventually you say, oh fuck, oh shit, and you run out of swears. Welcome. Howdy. I'm giving advice if you'd, we took a small break for me to talk about a very scary movie. But I'm willing to jump back to the advice portion of the stream. Here we make our own swear words, it's true. Don't remember much about it. All I remember was that it messed me up as a kid. Same. And now you know why. Because fuck, man. That Pippin. You all just listen to my cat shittily try to bury his poop. He like doesn't know how to do it right. He tries to dig the side of the box, and he's just what a little idiot. Never seen that movie, and I'm glad. It does have Heath Ledger in it, so you know, husbands galore. I should look that up. I should look that movie up. Look back into it. Here's a piece of advice. Don't tell people what you see in the clouds, because they will not see it. No one else will see it. You'll be like, look, that one looks like a turtle. And they'll go, oh yeah, they're lying. No one else sees it. Just keep it to yourself. I've given advice on things like, if you fail, just give up. And also, wake up. Now is the time. Because now is the time, too, for fun. Wake up. Please wake up already. I also explained the concept of love and romance. So, you know, The door's open. Whatever you'd like. Oh, look, that one looks like a meteor. How do you train your pet without being mean? Reward success. Cats don't understand the concept of doing poorly. If you yell at your cat because it messes up, it doesn't understand that. Cats don't grasp that they can be bad. So instead, you just tell them, like, reward them when they do well. And I think dogs work in a similar way. So just don't be mean. Just go, good job, when they do good job. Good boy. Good boy. Twins, what's negative 15 minus negative 14? Who fucking cares? It's negative 1. I think. I'm not good at math. I've never been good at math. I'm an artist. Sometimes, every, like, week, the thing will roll around. There'll be some new, dumb, PEMDAS ass. Oh, what's negative 15 plus 7, parentheses, 4 plus 3, and it's like, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I have more fun things to do with my time than fucking math. You know what I say? You know what's the answer to negative 15 minus negative 14? The answer is, go find you a man who is willing to do that math for you. You tell him all your math problems and reward him for the answers with kisses. Oh, it's negative 1. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Again, that's it. That's the answer. Find someone else to do it. I guess I shouldn't tell people about the humanoid shadow that's in my closet. One time I had a dream. I have a nightmare. We're wandering a lot on this advice-giving topic. But one time I had a nightmare that it was snowing outside, and the baddie was, like, all white. He was, like, wrapped in white bandages. He had long, long white claws. And fuck. That fucked me up. I woke up and I was, like, in a cold sweat, and I was like, what the fuck? Hate math so much, failed every math class and still graduated, so it's irrelevant to me. Honestly, it's irrelevant most of the time. Even in my college-level math class that I had to take, they, like, taught us how to do stuff with taxes and shit. And I don't fucking care. I don't use it. I don't have one of those cute little nerd boy calculators that can do, like, parameters or some shit. I don't fucking care. I don't do that. So, just fuck math. Fuck math. That's you know what? Next piece of advice. Fuck math. Just fuck it. Fuck math. That's the best it'll offer you. Here's another piece of advice for you. Are you frightened to walk alone at night? Well, don't worry. Just run. Where are you going? You're running. No one's gonna fuck with you if you're running. Are you walking alone at night? That means you feel like you're in danger. Are you running alone at night? The people think you're the danger, and they will not mess with you. So just run. And get good at it. Twins, hypothetically speaking, if I had killed a man and buried the body, but the cops found it and they're confronting me about it, what should I do? Sounds like you needed advice earlier than this, my guy. Tell the truth and hope you get out on good behavior. That's the best you can do at this point. Next time, bring a friend with you so you can blame it all on them. Not sure what learning about interest rates had to do with a degree in radiology, but oh well. Radiology, what a fun one. A useful one, too. You know how dumb I feel telling people that I've got a degree in art with a minor in theater? Yuck. Twins, how do I get into streaming with poor internet? Get an Ethernet cable. It will help exponentially, even if your internet just through Wi-Fi still isn't all that good. An Ethernet cable will do wonders. Also, I suggest prioritize frame rate over video quality. 30 FPS should be the minimum you're rolling for. And if that means streaming at 360p, okay. But no one's gonna watch a PowerPoint that at 1080p. So that is my advice. This is advice my sister needs. I'm doing taxes. It's not asking me for the square root of something to know all I need to pay is $50. Exactly. It's just dumb. Math is overrated and stupid. That being said, this is another piece of advice and it's a good one. Oh, can you do math? You can pick up girls with that. You can. If you can do good math, quick maths, good. 10. Get the girls. Go get them, Tiger. A bit hard to just whip out in conversation, but I believe in you. You could figure it out. I get to see people's messed up bones in the future. Man, I wish that were me. Do you know how much I want to be able to see boys cry more often? Which is only tangentially related to what you just said, Pizza Cutter Shark. I was talking about this with my manager the other day. How I like when boys cry. Because they do it all shitty. They don't know how to do it because they don't cry enough. And it's like, yes. Cry. But it's gotta be a good cry. Can't be like, oh, my dog just died, boo hoo hoo, sad, bad cry. But like, oh, boo hoo hoo, that sad movie was really good, good cry, yes, cry more. I want to see every crisp pixel of a PowerPoint. It might be in your best interest as well, if you're streaming with poor internet, to just kind of hold off on doing many gaming streams until you have the means to obtain better internet or like a stronger PC. Cause like what I'm doing right now, it doesn't matter if this is a PowerPoint. So you can just be creative. Tier lists don't need to be at a super high frame rate either. So just get creative. And I promise you, there's enough gaming content on stream. And it's fine if that's something you'd like to do and prioritize. But moreover, branching out into other avenues will also help you be a little bit more visible. 1 + 1 = you and me, babe. There you go. See, y'all have to take notes when Messiah chats about how to pick up girls. Because I think he's the most successful one in terms of the having a significant other in chat. If you want to see boys cry, break their hands, then you can send them to me in the future. Profit for both of us. You know what? This sounds like a scheme. A scheme that I'm in. What happened to the advice? Oh, I started so strong with giving advice. Saw everybody in my class back in 6th grade cry when we watched Bridge to Terabithia. Oh my gosh. Yo. Wow, fuck Bridge to Terabithia. I also gotta say, what a bad movie. Like, not only is girl kind of annoying, welcome, howdy, come on in. Feel free to ask for any kind of advice. The advice has been on and off. I end up just chit-chatting, you all know how it is. But it's extra funny because I'm whispering shittily. How do I get rid of mice in my house? Get a cat, forehead. Alternate option, mouse traps. But cats are cuter. So just get a cat. But yeah, Bridge to Terabithia was annoying. Because not only was she kind of like just a kid's version of a Manic Pixie Dream Girl, but also, like, after the girl's death, spoiler, the girl dies. After her death, it felt like it was just, like, sad and wandering. And it was just like, meh, meh. Thought Bridge to Terabithia was a fever dream. Along with Spiderwick Chronicles. I've never seen Spiderwick Chronicles. Or read the books. How did people like them? I feel like people liked the books a lot. But I don't know about the movies. I feel like there was only 2 of those, so not great. Here's a piece of advice, and this is okay. Drink water. It doesn't have. You don't need to necessarily have a water bottle with you, but you need to drink water at least twice in the day. Because people will be like, "Oh, I don't like the flavor of water. Oh, it tastes bad. Oh, shut the fuck up. Who fucking cares how it tastes? You need that shit. You can't just drink soda or coffee or energy drinks. You need some water. It will fix your headache. It will fix your sleep schedule. You will feel better. Milk is a fascinating choice. I guess it's acceptable. But that's the fucking thing. I had this thought last night. Fucking people will be like, "Oh, I don't like drinking water because it tastes boring." And then, but me, I'll be like, "Oh, I don't like drinking alcohol because it tastes gross." Okay, yeah, that's fucking alcohol. That's technically a poison. And people will still be like, "Oh, you don't drink alcohol for the flavor. You drink it to get buzzed or you know." And it's like, "Okay, then you need to motherfucking drink water." You don't drink it for the flavor. You drink it so you don't dehydrate. You bozo. Drink fucking water. Do that one. That's the most important one. Tastes hella good after waking up in the middle of the night. Exactly. I live off Dr. Pepper. You can't stop me. And you can keep drinking your Dr. Pepper. You just also have to have some water. Coffee has been giving you a headache? That's fascinating. Because it shouldn't work that way. Because caffeine cures headaches. You can often find caffeine in Tylenol and other ibuprofens. Drinking a soda will also help with a headache if you've got one. So it's fascinating that coffee has been giving you headaches. Have you tried stopping? Have you been drinking coffee and you've been on and off? Because that might be giving you the headache. Quitting drinking coffee will leave you with headaches. Because caffeine is addictive. And that's how that works. Otherwise, if you just lightening up on the coffee, like if you drink less of it, water it down with creamer more, that might help. But if you find yourself consistently drinking coffee and it gives you a headache, then yeah, I say just reel back on it and only get frappuccinos and shit when you're in a having fun mood. Speaking of drinking, I drank a C4 at work and was bouncing like a child for an hour. I do not know what C4 is, other than dynamite. I stopped today, and you've had a headache? That would be why. So if you want to stop, that's fine. I actually felt better today. Hey, then, swell. It sounds like coffee's just not for you. Have tea instead in the mornings. Because you can get caffeine-free tea, and it's still something fun to drink, something nice and warm. So, C4 is an energy drink. Well, hey, at work, oh my gosh, one of my coworkers bought me a Monster today. What a sweetie pie. What a sweet gal. And it was nice because I was worried that I was gonna annoy her. And she enjoyed hanging out with me enough that she bought me a Monster. A success, I say. tried Red Bull once. I thought my heart was gonna explode. I like Red Bull. But you do have to make sure you gotta drink water while... Here's another piece of advice. Are you drinking an energy drink? That's swell. Every now and then, get a drink of water. Like, instead of reaching for the Monster or the Rockstar or whatever it is, just grab your water that time and get a drink of that. Kind of like with drinking alcohol. If you just drink alcohol, you will get buzzed and eventually drunk. If you alternate between alcohol and water, you will not get drunk and you won't wake up with a hangover. So, kind of just treat energy drinks like alcohol for babies. Except babies shouldn't be having energy drinks, but that's besides the point. Just make sure you drink water. It all comes back to water. Drink more water. To be fair, I was drinking 1 to 2 cups every morning, so that might be why. Most people have around, 1 to 2 cups. Here's a fun fact. I have started drinking more coffee. I used to just have 1 cup. And if it's the weekend, I still will just have 1 cup. But I will have a cup before I leave for work. And then I get another cup when I go to work. Mostly because it is just an excuse for me to go upstairs and chit-chat with a couple of my managers. I use it like the water cooler. People, chit-chat at the water cooler. I like having the opportunity to go upstairs and talk to my managers in the back rooms via the excuse of getting coffee. So I've just been drinking more coffee. Alright, I have to make sure Allison doesn't starve to death. So, if you have any advice you want, now is the time to ask for it. I'm gonna be wrapping up, so get in your questions now, if you've got any. Here's a piece of advice for you. Are you buying headphones? Just buy a second pair. Just in case. Because no one wants to listen to whatever you're doing on your phone. What is it with kids these days? Just playing their music and playing YouTube videos on blast. What is wrong with you? Turn down your audio and just do it. Stop. What's the meaning of life? To live. And not survive. To live. How do I ask him out? Him? With a capital H? God will always be there for you. Remember, he's always there. Whenever you are with another person, you don't need to ask out God. He is always in the bedroom with you. What's wrong with adults playing videos on full blast? I just don't want to hear it. Headphones or earbuds? Both. Or are you asking? Personally, I prefer earbuds. But that's because I've got glasses. And over-the-ear headphones will, squeeze them into my head, and it bothers me. But yeah, no one wants to hear your video, Tanner. Just lower the volume a little bit. Good gravy. I have need of advice. I'm struggling with characterization. I like my character, but they kind of end up just kind of nice people and a little boring. I find the most interesting characterization happens during the actual creation of a product. So whether this is a written thing, like writing out your fanfiction or whatever it is, or whilst making a comic. Personally, I find that the characters tend to adapt and adopt characterization outside of your, my general, points, that make them more interesting. So I say don't worry about it too much. Being, nice people, yeah, that can be a little bit boring. But as you go, you might find that how you write them, oh, so this guy's, overly nice. Like, he's like, boy, I'm like fucking Superman. But he's also dumb. Dumb as a sack of shit. And that's interesting. And that happened naturally. You can also kind of just do that on your own if you're not confident in yourself. Otherwise, you can just basically just pick other things. Okay, so this person, their deal is that they're confident and strong and nice to others. But that feels a little bit boring. Okay, just choose some other character traits. Like, they're a really poor sport. So, and really competitive. So if you're playing a game or something, they turn, they turn a little nasty. Not villainous, but they're just kind of no fun when they're winning or losing. Just add a new character trait onto them. Oh, this person stands up for the little guy, and it always tries to keep others happy. Okay, that's nice. A little bit boring. So, let's give them another character trait. That they just really like music. They tend to speak in rhyme or will tap their hand to a beat. And it doesn't even have to be a big thing. Oh, they're just kind of boring and nice, but they also breathe weirdly heavy. That's it. That doesn't change anything. It just means they breathe kind of heavy. There you go. That's interesting. So yeah, don't be afraid to just either let them be boring and develop more naturally as you go, or if you're worried that they're boring, just come up with funny little gimmicks to give them. Even little things like they're really superstitious. Okay, cool. That's a whole new character trait, and that's interesting. So there you go. Plan on starting a comic. Any advice on how to start it? I have the concept planned out already. That's excellent. My advice, and you'll always hear me say this, just start. Just begin. You will learn how you work best by actually doing. So some people like to script out dialogue for scenes. Some people like to kind of draw a shitty little rough sketch, like a tiny version, so you can plan out the panels. And some people like to just go in raw, and those are all fine. You can try out all of them, but the big thing is you just need to start. Just begin. And you will learn as you go, like, oh, if I do it like this instead, this will be a lot quicker. This part, I really like this part, so I can make sure I can keep that in the future. Stuff like that. And my other piece of, so just start. Just begin. Put pencil to paper, and just the first step is the hardest. And it'll be tough for a little bit, because it's hard to say I have a comic when it's like 2 pages. Just keep going. Eventually you'll have 200. My other addendum piece of advice is don't be afraid to change how you do something. Oh, it won't be consistent then. Yeah, that's fine. Look at any comic, any manga, grab the first volume, grab the latest volume, and look at the art, and you'll see that it is different. The texturing will be different. The proportions will change. Even people with a pretty consistent and recognizable art style, look at how Akira Toriyama did Dragon Ball, and then look at how Dragon Ball Z looked, and now Dragon Ball Super. It's always, like, you're always developing and changing. And so don't be afraid to change how you do something. Oh, you know what? I decided I hate working in color. I'm going to switch to grayscale. Do it. It's your comic. Fuck it. So there you go. That's my advice. Got it. I think if I fly too close to the sun and burn out, look for me in the sea, please. So yeah, I think those are some solid pieces of advice for you. Good shit. An excellent ASMR. If you fell asleep to this, let me know. I know I'm not good at ASMR, and really, at the end of the day, it's just chatting. But it makes me laugh. So, yeah. Needed to hear the last part because my style isn't very consistent throughout art pieces, and that is okay. You will always be changing and growing. Always, always, always. As long as you keep going, you should keep improving. And improving means change. So I believe in you. And that'll be it for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow as well. Oh, I've got a hole in my sock. What the heck? I believe in you. Have fun. Drink fucking water. Eat your vegetables. And wake up. I really mean it. Wake up. It's time to wake up. Please wake up. We all miss you so much.